Alright, in this video we are going to see how to create this hover animation using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. To follow along, I'll leave the source code in the description in case if you got stuck somewhere, you can just copy paste and start along with me. Now let's get into it. So we need three files, the image file, the HTML file and the CSS file. And the image is by unsplash.com and the creator is Natalia. All credit goes to them. So you can download the image from the Unsplash website. Now let's get into our tutorial. Now we need a HTML file, control N, control S, and I'm going to name this as index2.html and the sheet style2.css. Now exclamatory tab, the boilerplate HTML code is ready. Now we need to link the style sheet, link style2.css. Now we need a card. Inside the card we need image holder img holder. Then inside that we need image, we have image, so bg.jpg. Then after that txt holder. Inside the text holder we need h1, we'll just name it as my channel name, u monk. And then we have paragraph, we can give the designation. Cool. So now basically we have a container. Inside the container we have two children. The first children is image holder, the second children is text holder. The image holder holds image, text holder holds the text. That's it for the HTML. Let's get into the CSS. So let me show you how does this looks. We'll name it as text.html. So this is how it looks. So for the font, I'm just copy paste the font which I have used, which is Roboto. Just paste it. The Roboto is the font. For all element I have added the font family Roboto and I have removed the margin and padding and I have made the box sizing waterbox. Fine. Now this is how it looks. So let's call the card and give width of 400 pixel and a height of 300 pixel and position relative. It is because the child we are going to make the position absolute. So we have card, inside the card we have image holder. Let's give the width as 100% and height as 100%. So if you see the image, we are going to make again the width and height is 100% so that it fits the container. So images container is image holder, image holder's container is card, so it's going to take the width and height of the card. So this is how it's 400 by 300. So whatever is there inside the card we can make this overflow hidden. So 300 by 400, out of which it is not, we are not going to say anything. So now we want to make this card at the center, so call the body and give display flex, align items center, justify content center. So to make the justify content work we need to give height 100% of screen height, viewport height. So we can give the background as 333. So now we have image holder, so call the card, let's call the pseudo element, and when we use pseudo element the content is false or else it won't work. Position absolute, left of 0, top of 0, and width is going to be 100%, height is going to be 100%. So that means width and height 100% means the parent is card, so this is the width and height it would be. And we can make the background color as transparent RGBA 0.5. So this is how it looks. It has now transform, translate y axis 100%, minus 100%, so it would be at the top. So when I hover on the card I want the before to have translate y of 0. So let me add little transition, so transition 0.5 seconds. So if you see it is coming from, so the same way we'll copy it and make the pseudo element after. This is before and this is after. And instead of making this y, we can make this, instead of making negative, we can make this positive. The same way here it's just after. Let's see. Cool. We have almost completed it. Now we have the text container txt text holder, so we can give position absolute, so it will overlap the card, and we can give z index very, and left of 0, top of 0, and we want this to be at the center, so we can use the same thing as we have done for the body. Copy, paste, and it is because the left and top it is not able to work. So if this doesn't work, then we can make use of our trick, 50% top, 50% left. So now it's over here. Now transform, translate minus 50% x-axis, minus 50% y-axis. Now we can make the color as white, and we can increase the font size of h1, font size 45 pixel. Cool. And we can make text align center, and by default it is going to be opacity of 0, but when I hover on the card, I want the text content to have opacity of 1. So don't forget to add the transition, or else it would be very quick, you won't be able to notice. So let's make this 4 second. Cool. You can see now we have image holder. So where is image holder? It's here. Let's make this transform. So when I hover on the image holder, when I hover on the card, I want the image holder to scale. So transform scale 1.1. So you can see it's quick. Now we can make the transition again. Transition to 2 seconds. So 2 seconds to 0.5. You can make this. So you can see. So I think this is the bottom is not working. Let me check why. Before, after. So instead of image holder, we can make the image, and the transition goes to image. So this is causing issue. If I remove it, it's working. If I add it, it is just showing the bottom animation. So instead of, we'll just directly make the card scale instead of the image. Let's give the transition to it. Cool, we got the animation. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening.